What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and this is the last of the four diecasts I got from Wave 7 of NASCAR Authentics that I wanted to review, because, the other ones that were in there, I didn't really need the Blaney one, I didn't really need the Elliott one, the Kyle Busch one I decided to pass on, the Christopher Bell one I decided to pass on, and the Matt Benedetto one, well, no. But we reviewed the Allgaier one, we reviewed the Eric Jones one, we reviewed the Denny Hamlin one. There's only one other one left. And you saw this in my video on Sunday. It's Kyle Larson's 2021 HendrickCars.com Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. Again, packaging screwed up because that's how it came in the box at when it got to my Walmart. So, yeah. Not from Lionel, of course, but for however it was distributed. But anyway, whatever. So let's just go ahead, let's just get the diecast out of the box and get on the review, because, yeah. Come on, get in there. This one's being the hardest one to get off, apparently. Or to get out, I should say. There we go. So there's the hood that comes with it. Looks pretty nice. And then, of course, there's the diecast, but I'm just looking at it real quick. Okay. For whatever reason, it feels like the back end of the car is lower than the front end for some reason. But anyway, there's the diecast out of the box. Now, this, of course, the second Kyle Larson car is the front end looks a little bit low. This, of course, being the second Kyle Larson car to get released in Authentics this year. The previous wave had his Nation Guard car. But Kyle Larson, if you go all the way back to my preseason predictions video, I had him winning a couple of races. Yeah, see, you can tell. Front end's a lot closer to the to it than the back end is, and I have no idea why. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I see why, because it might not be screwed up all the way, but whatever. But anyway. If you go all the way back to my preseason predictions video, I said that I had a feeling like Kyle Larson was going to win a couple of races. Now, I didn't think he was going to go all the way and win the freaking championship and have the dominant season that he had. Sure, it got off to a bit of a slow start. He was involved in the big wreck late at the end of Daytona, at the end of the Daytona 500. He sent it into one of the corners late in the Daytona Roval race. And fell behind. And then he got the win at Las Vegas. And you all, you know how I reacted to that with that reaction video. That was, I said break out the boomers because Kyle Larson won. And then later in the season, he just goes on this streak of victories, which would have continued if he didn't lose a tire at Pocono, which gave Alex Bowman a win. So, hey, at least it went to another Hendrick guy. But it's just, for Larson to get all these wins and whatever, I'm just, it's like at first, it's like you don't know what to say. And then you ponder the idea of maybe he always had this talent. And he definitely has the talent. I mean, have you seen what he's done on dirt? Arguably, if he didn't have the, when he ran both the truck and cup races at Bristol Dirt, if he didn't get involved in other people's incidents, he probably could have won both of those things. You never know. But for Kyle Larson to go out and do what he did, is just incredible. And obviously, it cannot be understated how much it's taken for him to get to this point. Obviously, now, I think the thing that gets forgotten is that before everything that happened last year, before he dropped the N-word, before he got suspended from NASCAR, suspended from iRacing, got suspended from dirt racing for a hot minute, before he lost everything essentially because of that and had to rebuild himself, I think the thing that we need to remember is that when Jimmy Johnson announced his retirement, and I think even before that came up, or when he announced that that was going to be his last season, I think there was some discussion of Kyle Larson maybe leaving Chip Ganassi Racing to go to a better ride, potentially speaking, and really showcase his talent, because he showed talent at Ganassi, but it's not like racing for Hendrick or Gibbs or Penske. It's just that one. Ganassi's just like that one step below. And of course, now that they've been bought by Trackhouse, so we'll see what happens there. But there was that discussion, and I think that discussion got amplified once Johnson announced that was going to be his last season. And then, of course, all the shit that happened, and that entire discussion got put on hold. So when it was announced that, so it's like when these discussions came back up again earlier, back in the off season, I don't think it should have been as surprising. I can understand if you thought it was being surprising because of everything that happened. Obviously, there are still people that think that, even despite everything that he's done to make himself a better person, and he's done that, and he, behind the scenes and whatnot, some of that stuff's documented. There's other stuff that we probably don't know about that, he's done, but, for various communities and things of that nature, and he's still doing these things, but there are still people that think that even despite all of that, that he shouldn't have had this ride, he shouldn't have been allowed back into NASCAR, whatever. It's just that I think the thing that people get hung up on is that he got the upgrade after everything that happened, when he was probably going to get this ride anyway if everything that happened didn't happen. If he doesn't, even with COVID, if he doesn't drop the N-word, if he runs the entire season and, maybe gets a couple of wins here and there, there's a pretty good chance he probably would have ended up at Hendrick anyway. But, we know what happened, and the rest is history. And, as it's been documented, I think Ford is probably kicking themselves in the ass, because Tony Stewart, it's been, again, like I said, well documented, Tony Stewart wanted Kyle Larson at Stewart-Haas Racing. He wanted him on his team. Ford said, fuck that. And, well, now Larson's running for Hendrick, and will probably be running at Hendrick for quite some time. And this is arguably, if he can keep up this dominance, this will not be, it's not going to be his only championship, but if he can keep up this dominance, he's going to have more seasons like this. He's going to rise the ranks of wins and championships quickly. But, and let's also mention here, this is the fact that he ran this paint scheme majority of the season. Obviously, it's a tribute to Ricky Hendrick, who had passed away in that plane crash years ago, along with 9 other people, and Larson won, what race was this? This was a couple of weeks back, but he won on I think the 17th anniversary of that crash, and, and they, attributed to him. They attributed that race win to him, but, yeah, it's still so mind-boggling that Larson did so good this year, and I think it just shows that that his talent was being held back a little bit, but now that he's at Hendrick, he can let that talent fly, and he's gonna keep dominating on dirt. He's gonna, we'll see what happens with the next gen car, but I think he's gonna get a shit ton of wins again, and there is that discussion of him running the Indy 500. I would not be opposed to that. And if he manages to win that would be nuts. But like I said, though, awesome paint scheme, awesome diecast, awesome season, and what a fucking ride it's been for Larson. And I cannot wait to see what happens going forward. So, with all that being said, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'll catch y'all next time. Oh, also make sure to use code NJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more. Diecast. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.